Hello everyone, I'm Matt Zako and welcome to another edition of Auto Week on Speed Vision. Also, in this issue, we'll tell you how you'll be able to get shifty with BMW's soon-to-come X5 sports activity vehicle. We'll also show you some cars that strutted the runway at the recent General Motors Concept Cure fashion show. Then, in motorsports, there's a lot of NASCAR news. We'll tell you about the new man running the daily doings in the series. Plus, two former drivers turned owners have team plans that look to be going in opposite directions. Then, in our Escape Road segment, we have a look at the matchless beauty of design and performance that Donald Healey captured in his sleek and speedy Austin Healey 100. But first, if you're a regular viewer of Speed Vision, then you probably joined Keith Martin, Alan DeCadenet, and myself for some of the high-dollar exchanges that went on at last month's Barrett-Jackson Classic Car Auction. Well, you probably didn't know that Auto Week's Mark Vaughn was also trying to do some of his own bargaining. Here's Mark with more. Welcome back to Auto Week on Speed Vision. Now, here's this week's news update. The Z concept isn't quite done yet, but before the car gets the nod from Nissan Brass in Japan, Nissan Design International in La Jolla, California will tweak it. NDI President Jerry Hirschberg says his staff will tighten the Z's tail, add a bit of character to the sides of the car, and possibly do some tweaking to the front end. Now, here's a look at more news being made in the automotive world. In competition news, this week, Ferrari took a different approach from their arch-rival McLaren when it launched its new F1 car, the F399. This year, Ferrari is going with an evolutionary car rather than one that's 90% new. Ferrari says its latest car is 165 pounds lighter than last year's. However, the big question mark is tires. Ferrari had been a Goodyear runner, but like all Formula One teams, they will run Bridgestones in 1999. The switch was prompted when Goodyear decided to drop its F1 program at the end of last season. So far in testing, Michael Schumacher has been on the pace, just a few tenths off the times of McLaren's Mika Hakkinen. Now, here's some more news from the world of motorsports. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Auto Week on Speed Vision. And we want to remind you to be sure to join us for our next edition on Friday, March 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want even more inside information on everything happening in the automotive and motorsports world, check out autoweek.com.